Label and Grable, welcome back to the channel. Today, we have another installment of our What They Teach Us series, the series where we deep dive into characters, places, and things. We unearth what they teach us and the true messages their character, or whatever they are, what they evoke. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below who you'd like to see next. Perhaps we'll do them in a video in the future. Alright, let's get into it. What does RoyMustang have to teach us about revenge? He teaches us that revenge is an all-consuming fire, one that promises justice but delivers only deeper scars, turning the Avenger into a very thing that once fought against. RoyMustang begins as a man shaped by war. In the Ishval War, he served as a flame alchemist, a hero of the state who followed orders without question. He turned battlefields into infernos, incinerating lives under the banner of duty. The guilt settled into his bones like ash. He confessed to his closest friend, Hughes, that he'd killed too many innocent people, and this weight, it haunted him. Yet from the darkness, a resolve formed. He would rise through the ranks, become Führer, and reform the corrupt military from within. No more blind obedience, no more senseless slaughter. He would protect the people he had failed to save. Hughes became his anchor, the person who believed in Roy's vision unconditionally. Their pact was simple. Hughes would support from the shadows, gathering intelligence, while Roy would climb to the top. It was a dream born of regret, tempered by friendship. Then Hughes was murdered. A single bullet rang out in a phone booth, orchestrated to silence the truths that he had uncovered about the homunculi and the military's deeper rot. Roy's grief was quiet at first, contained, calculated. But when he learned of the killer was Envy, the shape-shifting homunculus who had mocked Hughes' death by wearing his face, something inside Roy shattered. Confrontation was merciless. In the underground tunnels beneath Central, Roy faced Envy alone. He raised his glove and he snapped. Flames erupted, relentless, precise, unforgiving. Envy regenerated, continuously screaming, taunting. Roy burned him again and again. He cauterized limbs, boiled fluid, reduced the creature to a regenerating husk. His voice was cold, almost detached. You'll keep coming back, so I'll keep burning you until there's nothing left to heal. This was the peak of his revenge arc, the moment where personal loss overrode every ideal he had ever clung to. The man who had once dreamed for a better mistress became a force for pure destruction. The flames were no longer tools of reform, they were weapons of erasure, aimed at blotting out his own pain, his guilt over Ishval, the void left by Hughes. He was losing himself entirely, teetering on the very edge of becoming an indistinguishable form from the tyrants he despised. Then came the intervention that saved him from that abyss. Breeza Hawkeye, his lieutenant, his moral compass, stepped forward. She raised her rifle, not at Envy but at Roy. Her voice carried the quiet devastation of someone who had followed him this far and would not let him falter any further. If you continue, I will shoot you, and I will shoot myself. The words pierced the inferno. Roy froze. The flames flickered and died, and in that instant he saw the truth. Revenge had not avenged Hughes. It had nearly destroyed the man Hughes believed in, the man who had wanted to build something better. He lowered his hand. Envy was spared for the time being. Roy walked away carrying the same rage, the same sorrow, but he refused to let it consume his purpose. From that point, his arc turned toward restraint and higher ambition. He still sought justice for Hughes, for Ishval, for every life broken by the system, but he channeled it differently. He continued to climb, gathering allies, exposing corruption, preparing to seize the Führer's seat. Even after losing his sight in a final battle, blinded by truth for using human transmutation to save a comrade, he persisted. He chose to atone not through revenge, but through reform, rebuilding Ishval, dismantling the military's warmongering structure, ensuring no one else would be forced to bear the scars he carried. RoyMustang's full journey teaches us about revenge. It begins as a righteous flame, born out of love and loss. It burns hot and bright, offering the illusion of closure. But unchecked it spreads, devouring restraint, ideals, and every very people it claims to honor. True strength lies not in surrendering to fire, but in mastering it. letting it warm your resolve without allowing you to burn everything away. When the impulse for revenge rises, when grief demands retribution, remember RoyMustang in those shadowed tunnels, hand raised, flames roaring, yet choosing, in the end, to let them fade. He teaches us that the hardest path is not destruction, but preservation, not erasure of pain, but transformation of it into something enduring. Revenge consumes, redemption endures.